35,000 feet. The hum of the engines is a steady, reassuring pulse against the deep velvet of the night sky. Inside the cabin of Transatlantic Flight 753, the lights are dimmed, casting a soft, warm glow. Most passengers are asleep, heads lolling against pillows, while others are lost in the glow of their screens, bathed in blue light. It's a picture of serene transit, a metal tube of humanity suspended peacefully between continents. A flight attendant moves through the aisle. Her name tag reads Anna. Her movements are efficient, graceful, as she collects stray cups and offers a quiet smile to a woman with a sleeping child in her lap. She's part of the background, a professional, reassuring presence. Her posture is perfect, her expression calm, her voice a soft murmur when she speaks. She is, by all appearances, exactly what she seems to be, an ordinary flight attendant on another routine overnight crossing. Then, the calm shatters. A man lurches to his feet in the middle of the cabin. His face is contorted with a frantic energy, his eyes wide and wild. He screams, his voice cracking with a terrifying blend of panic and rage. A wave of fear ripples through the passengers. Sleepy eyes snap open, heads lift from pillows. The air, once still and peaceful, crackles with sudden, sharp anxiety. The man's shouts are incoherent, a torrent of demands and threats that send a jolt of pure adrenaline through every soul on board. As if on cue, the plane lurches violently, a collective gasp, a scream. A few overhead bins pop open, spilling bags into the aisle. The seatbelt sign chimes urgently, a frantic, electronic warning against the rising human chaos. The hijacker stumbles, but finds his footing, his voice growing louder, more desperate. Panic begins to bloom, a contagion spreading from seat to seat. People are crying, shouting, shrinking into their chairs. But in the midst of this pandemonium, one thing remains unnervingly still. The flight attendant, Anna, her body is relaxed, but her eyes have changed. The professional, gentle warmth is gone. In its place is a focus so sharp it could cut glass. Her gaze sweeps the cabin, not with fear, but with cold, methodical calculation. She assesses the threat, the environment, the exits, the passengers. Her breathing is even, controlled. The chaos around her seems to slow down, to mute, as if she exists in a pocket of absolute silence and clarity. For a fraction of a second, the world flashes, a blinding desert sun. The jarring impact of body against body on a training mat, the precise, metallic click of a firearm being assembled in near darkness. A flash of green and blue, an insignia, a star, a voice in Hebrew, sharp and commanding. It's all there and gone in less than a heartbeat, a storm of memories that flicker behind her now unreadable eyes. The training, the discipline, the purpose, it all surges to the surface. She turns. Her movements are fluid, deliberate. She takes a step towards the hijacker, her hands held up in a placating gesture. "Sir," she says, her voice still calm, but now with a new edge of authority that cuts through the noise. "Sir, let's just talk about this, please. Let's keep everyone safe." She's playing the part, the concerned crew member, trying to de-escalate. The hijacker turns his frantic attention to her, seeing what he expects to see, a frightened woman in a uniform. She takes another step, then another. She's closing the distance, her expression one of empathy, of negotiation. He lowers his guard for a single, fatal moment, distracted by her apparent compliance. And in that moment, she strikes. It's not a brawl, it's a science. One hand darts out, deflecting his arm. Her other hand strikes a precise point on his neck, a single, controlled motion. There's a soft thud as his body goes limp, collapsing into the aisle without a sound. Silence. The entire cabin freezes. The crying stops. The shouting stops. Every passenger is locked in a state of stunned disbelief, staring at the motionless man on the floor and the flight attendant standing over him. She doesn't even look winded. She simply looks down, confirms the threat is neutralized, and then straightens up. In the cockpit, the pilots, alerted to the breach, are fighting the controls. The plane stabilizes, the violent jolts cease, the steady hum of the engines returns, but the peace it once promised is gone forever. The aircraft lands at an unscheduled airport, surrounded by flashing lights. Authorities board the plane. They don't question her. They don't take a statement. The stern-faced officials in plain clothes approach her. One murmurs something in a language most passengers don't understand. She gives a slight, almost imperceptible nod. They escort her off the plane, away from the bewildered passengers and the bewildered crew. She disappears into an unmarked black car that speeds away into the night, leaving a plane full of witnesses who all saw the same thing, but none of whom will ever know the full truth. She was never just a flight attendant. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content like this. We'll see you in the next one.